All right, baby. It's Perch Prime that time week again. It's week 3. The usuals, we got G1, we got Trans Tyler, and we got the commish. He's got a special episode.
Special episode this week, guys. We have our first guest on Perch Prime this year. His name is none other than Neo, the one, Michael Hessen, 2-0, best team in the league. Woo! Doesn't get any better. So
2-0.
This week we're going to do a hot ones. Mike is going to eat hot sauces that I've made. We're going to start off with the least hottest and go up to the hottest. We've got 3 hot sauces lined up tonight. We'll see how many he makes it through. I'm also going to ask him a couple questions, mostly Bears-oriented, and for him to try it. So he's going to start off right now. Mike, you can say a few words to the league if you want, and then we're going to dive right into this hot wing challenge. We're going to do the first one right away.
Safety first, as always, then teamwork. You know, that's my motto.
You know what? Eat the wing and then say it. Yeah, eat the wing, then say what you got to say, and then we'll do the second wing, too.
Cheers.
Eating it with a fork or these boneless wings?
Cheers to me being, they ain't got bone in them.
Cheers to him beating me. Not bad. All right? Pretty good.
Okay.
Let's get right into our questions real quick.
Get a couple questions.
Should Justin Fields have started week 1?
Yes.
Easy answer. Fuck, marry, kill. Brian Urlacher, Khalil Mack, Justin Fields. This is too easy.
Well, I'm going to fuck Fields because he's a little bit. He's a little bit.
I knew it. He is gay.
You know, yeah, it ain't gay if I'm fucking him. It's called rape.
Okay, all right. Moving on. Hey, favorite food.
Favorite food.
Favorite food ever. If you can have one good meal, what's it going to be of? Last meal.
Chicken.
What kind of chicken? Chicken wings? Chicken thighs? Rotisserie
fried chicken.
Some sort of fried chicken. I like that. All right.
Fried chicken.
Now I'm going to ask you to try the second hot sauce. I'm going to ask him one more question, and then I'll save the rest of the questions for the third hot sauce if he makes it to the third hot sauce.
What was the first one? It was just mild?
The first one was a jalapeno hot cherry.
How was that, Mike? How was the first?
Not hot, good. It tasted good.
This
chicken was a little cold, though.
This one was a pineapple mango with scorpions and reapers. So this one is up in there.
Oh, a little reaper, huh? A little fucking reaper.
And I'm supposed to tell you, for legal contract, this could kill you from heart attack or burn a hole in your esophagus or some bullshit like that. I don't believe it.
You only die once. You only die once.
Hopefully you didn't get down your lips. Okay. One more question. For now, favorite porn category?
Oh, BBW orgies. For sure.
All right, one more. Gotta pick one. Are you sucking a dick for 200 grand, or are you taking up the ass for $1 million?
Million, easy. I ain't sucking no dick, period. I ain't sucking a dick. Period.
Okay, that's all I got for now. What do you think of the second hot sauce so far?
It's pretty hot.
Hottest.
All right, back to you guys.
Have you had hotter?
Yeah.
Fricker's Extreme is hotter so far.
No. Perhaps Wing Challenge last year was the hottest thing, and it's creeping. And the Reaper's creeping.
Reaper's creep.
All right. We will check in on Mikey Hessen in a little bit here. All right, let's jump into it. We got the winners, Cowboys. Mike McCarthy, he plays like a loser. He settles for 56-yard field goals, but he got the win. CeeDee Lamb looks like he is here to stay. 100 yards a game, at least a touchdown. I'm nearing he's better than Cooper in fantasy football.
Maybe he is. Maybe he's my best pick. I don't know.
I think Deebo Samuel might be your best pick, too. All right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Coop, speaking of him, rib injury. We'll see on that. Injuries are going to be a theme tonight. And Micah Parsons is going to be the defensive rookie of the year. That's what I got for the Cowboys.
8 pressures as a
next, we got the Bucks. The Bucks won again. I'm going to ask you again, Gronk or AB, fantasy-wise?
AB.
Gronk had another 2 touchdowns.
I'm not buying that bull ass. I just run by people. I don't watch film. Bullshit. I'm good.
It don't matter because I have them both. And
You
I'm
have
starting
both.
to put them
You have both.
So
Nobody just believes he's actually running still. That's why he's running by people. They're like, this dude's like running still. Like, holy
It's just
shit.
it's a long ways away from Gronk considering retirement every year and coming back in limited time, fuck, who would imagine he's coming like straight from the Super Bowl? He didn't skip a beat from the Super Bowl. It's like the Super Bowl happened, he's still in it.
2 touchdowns in the Super Bowl too, right? 2 touchdowns, 2 touchdowns. It's 6 touchdowns in the last 3 games.
It took
Like,
it took him 17 games to get rolling, but he's on.
Yeah.
Brady's guys. Who'd Brady bring in? I got him. Brady's guys.
True.
Tyler, the Eagles won, right?
No, they lost.
Wait. Oh, we'll get to there on the losers, aren't they? I thought they were Super Bowl champs. All right, Trav, you got the Browns?
Oh, I got the Browns, baby. We went to the game. It was a fucking blast. Brownies look good. Baker looked good. Baker popped his shoulder out, came right back in the ball game. Even put a block in after he came back from a popped out shoulder. He's a true leader. Brett Favre 2.0, just like Myles Garrett said. Even Brett Favre commented on the comment, and he said that he was actually proud of the thing. And if anything, he said that's just a toss of the hat to him. So he was happy about it, and he thinks Baker is the real deal. And he thinks he's got this organization headed in the right way. And I think Myles Garrett does too, but Myles Garrett was awfully quiet against Houston. We need him to get loud next week against Chicago if we're going to do anything. Our defense looked like they were kind of lost at times out there on the field. I don't know if Joe Woods, if this is his last year of figuring out this defense, but I saw Jadeveon Clowney and Myles Garrett 5 to 10 yards back in coverage. What the fuck are those guys doing back in coverage when they should be rushing the pass? I don't know. I mean, I saw that, and I was way up in the fucking stands. Great game, though. Was a blast. Went with Rick and Donna and Amber. Tailgated beforehand. Had some amazing burgers that Donna made up. She cut up vegetables out of her garden and mixed them in with the burgers. Even the guys that were professionally tailgating across from us were jealous of the burgers that we were cooking that day. It was a blast, and it was a great time. I mean, besides the queso I ate when I got home to celebrate the victory, which completely ruined my next 2 days, and I just started to feel better halfway through today, it was a great win, and that queso almost clouded the win for me, but I still feel great, and go Browns.
Is there an injury bug in Cleveland?
No, there is not, and thank God our wide receiver depth is actually pretty solid. I mean, I thought Donovan Peoples-Jones scored 20 points last week as well, and he scored -0.4. So, I mean, I don't know, but I know we have guys that can step up. We just got Davis back on our practice squad, a guy I really liked who made a couple plays in the preseason. But Higgins has been a no-show. We got Swartz there. Odell Beckham, your favorite player in the world, comes back this week. Apparently week 3's been planned all along. I don't know if that's true or not, but
I think also, Trav, the Browns still have a really good and crazy full of depth tight end room. There's no reason to think that those guys, I mean, you've got guys that it's one of them's going to, be the guy one week, but speaking of the Browns, like they're good at tight end.
Not only that, but we have guys who can catch the ball. Dimitri Felton proved that he can catch the ball, and he proved that he can spin the fuck out of it once he does get the ball. And Kareem Hunt obviously has great hands, so our hands are in good hands. Yeah,
I want to add. I saw a crazy stat from Sunday. Baker, I'm pretty sure he was 15 of 15 throwing out of play action.
And he was 11 for 11 after he popped his shoulder back into place and came in the ball game. Right. Tell me someone that's tough.
What a legend. What a legend he is.
The legend grows.
Landry's on the IR, though.
They might, for 3 weeks. Thank God. So here, I thought he was going to be gone for the season, so I'm really thankful for this injury. Thank God it was just a 3-week IR incident. Mike's still dying over here. I don't know if you guys can hear him breathing on the camera.
No. I was wondering. But you guys look like you're doing all right. So hot.
So hot. So the funniest tweet I saw all day was Joe Woods' plan worked all along. Let Tyrod Taylor run free and he'll pull his hamstring. Like, that's the only scheme I saw that worked on Sunday. Fuck.
All right. Speaking of next week, Mike, how are the Wings and how are the Bears?
The Wings are hot. The Bears are hot. Yeah, Bears defense is coming to Cleveland, Ohio. Going to be there with everybody.
Justin Fields starting.
Everybody's going to be there.
Dalton's out. Dalton's out. So
Bears defense is pretty mad about how they performed week 1. Rams might be the best team in the league, though. But, I mean, we're coming. Baker's going to be running for his fucking life. He's going to make some mistakes and throw some interceptions. And we coming with thug life. Thug life. Right here.
I thought you said I was going to say Bears.
Oh, Bears life. Yeah,
Bears life.
Bears
but
life.
yeah,
Bears
Thug
life.
life theme.
Thug life
Yeah,
theme.
yeah.
We're keeping it thug, but we're going Bears. You know what I mean? So, yeah, we're going. It's going to be amazing.
It's going to be so much fun.
I think I might have to sit shove against the hot Bears D. Fantasy. I think I might have to.
I don't. I think that's a great decision. All right, we got the bad. Dolphins, Tua, the pussy.
Huge pussy.
Rib bruise. And he's out. I mean,
is
Tony
he ruled
Romo
out?
played games
Done
with
for the
broken
year.
ribs, broken vertebrae.
Who's their backup? Brissett?
If my offensive line looked like that, he'd be done for the year. A guy I work with at work obviously is a Dolphins fan. And he said Tua took like 9 snaps. 8 out of the 9 snaps he got hit or something crazy like that.
There was 3 sacks in the first 5 plays or something crazy. It was
Will Fuller comes back this week for him.
So yeah, that's gonna help the offensive line out a lot. So
Not bad,
thing,
but you know.
shout out to Twitter once again. The best thing I saw on Twitter was it was a ticket entry place. It was like the things you go through to get in Cedar Point, and it was all the Miami Dolphins helmets and
you posted it to the group chat as long as 9 other things that you posted from Twitter.
So funny. Loved it. Sorry, I love too much stuff, guys. I figure like stuff I really love, you guys might semi-love, but apparently it's too much.
Do you want to drop your Twitter handle if people enjoy that and they can go check out your Twitter?
Yeah, I think it's just Travis Linhart, which is probably a huge mistake on my part, but I mean, that's all right. I mean, what's the worst thing that's going to happen, right? I do laundry. I mean, I'm a professional laundry
You
guy,
do huge mistakes all the time.
Yeah, I mean,
Trade away, drop Michael Pittman.
Hey, wait, Michael Pittman, I'm not worried about Michael Pittman. But what was the question again?
Easy on the hot guys. We don't want to give any hot guys away. All right.
Who's the hottest?
Not as hot as his wings.
Speaking of hottest, do you want to go to the hottest?
Yeah, let's fucking go.
We're going. I'll be back.
All right. Tyler, the Bengals.
I'm about to throw up.
Man, didn't expect Mike to be sitting on the other end of this. Very disappointing game. Zach Taylor is fucking just. Listen, I was thinking like the way he was calling plays, I might not have minded that last year when you're getting Joe Burrow with a bad offensive line acclimated to the NFL as a rookie. He's been giving Joe Mixon an insane amount of volume. I wouldn't have minded that last year, but like this year, it's time to win, and he's playing for his job, and he's calling all the. He didn't do this shit. Like, I saw that Burrow like is awful out of play action, and they keep doing it.
Is that where he's getting hit and throwing these interceptions?
Well, 2 of the interceptions. So we threw 3 interceptions back, 3 interceptions, 3 passes. The third one actually came off a Bears defender, his hands at the line, like the nose tackle, and that was a fluke. I can't remember. Another one was just a bad by the receiver fucking up, but it was insane. So T. Higgins fumbled, Burrow threw 3 picks, and the Bears only got a field goal out of all those turnovers. And,
whoa. We ran one of the Roquan.
Oh, okay, yeah. It was a pick 6. So it was the game ended 20-17. So, okay, that touchdown, it must have been, got it to 20.
All right. So this is a raspberry, strawberry, scorpion. Sorry, guys.
But yeah, here, quickly, I'll just end. The Bengals, after the week before with the Vikings, they came in and played looked like a worse team. Zach Taylor's got to get better at play calling, and Burrow's not really mobile right now. So like the longer he holds on the ball is showing to be like the worst for him in his passes. He needs to get the ball out faster. I think that's all it is. But
all right, Tyler, take over. You need to talk about the Eagles. Ferg Steelers and Kiesler's Ravens. I gotta go wipe my son's ass.
So, Mike, we'll talk about together. We'll talk about Troy's Eagles. They lost to the 49ers. I think the first half ended and the game was like a 3-0 or maybe 7-3. The Niners lost like every running back again. But yeah, Troy's Eagles lost after a really good week the week before. What do you say next?
You want some milk?
Trav, you want to talk about the Steelers?
The Steelers?
Whose Steelers is it?
Ferg's.
Perch Steelers. That's what we're at. They lost to Las Vegas Raiders.
It's also Eagles Cowboys week.
Watt got hurt.
It's a big one. Monday Night Football. Steelers. Yeah, Ben's hurt too, right?
Apparently so. Yeah.
I think maybe a pec injury.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
By the way, we might have lost Mike on that last hot sauce.
Is it hot?
You got some on my lip. My lips on fucking fire right now.
Where is Mike? He cannot leave the stage during hot ones.
He's getting milk.
Getting some milk. All right, and then we got Kiesler's Ratbirds, the Ravens. It surprised me.
Wow.
Lamar is
surprised everybody.
So can I do my quick Ravens rant real fast, Will?
Sure.
So we were talking about at the beginning of the season when these Ravens running backs went down, how the Ravens were going to be. I kind of sided with the fact that I was like, the Ravens always have good running backs. You kind of want a running back in that offense as much as you want a running back in like San Francisco, just because of how they scheme and run the ball.
Sure.
So the Ravens, regardless of what, Lamar had a phenomenal fantasy game. But hold on, let me find on their. So the Ravens, this is also a running backs don't matter rant, but the Ravens the last two games have averaged 5.4 yards per carry, the running backs. And last year altogether, they averaged 5.2 yards per carry. And they have their top three running backs on IR.
Wow.
I thought I also had one more thing written down about them, but it was apparently I don't. But they are their rushing efficiency.
Mike, I feel your pain, buddy.
So the Ravens are fucking doesn't matter. Running backs don't matter.
So you're saying any name they put in is going to get 5.4 yards per carry. Is that what you're saying?
No, that's combined with their running scheme. So like when they use, different running backs for different situations, but I forgot. I guess I forgot to write it down. I'll talk on that later, but their rushing efficiency is number one in the league.
Zero RB is equivalent to
running backs don't matter. We'll talk about Tony Pollard in a little bit.
Ooh. It's zero RB is equivalent though to evolution and religion. And I am a firm Christian believer. And I am starting to see a little something there.
As we wait for Mike, we'll hit the stories. Injuries. That was, I think, the biggest story of especially the
Apparently, Trey Sermon took one run for 8 yards and got his head hit with an elbow and got out for
fumbled. He fumbled it too.
It looked bad too.
Yeah, I didn't even see it. Was it like a hell of an elbow? Was it like off the top rope or what? Because he's got a helmet on, right? I didn't see it
either. But so injury-wise, we had crazy amount of quarterbacks. You had Andy Dalton leaving the game. You had Carson Wentz sprained.
Wait. Let's play categories. Injured players this week. Tyler, you start.
Okay. Who did I say first? Andy Dalton.
Trav, name an injured player from this week. Categories.
TJ Watt.
Hasty. Tyler.
Oh, Carson Wentz.
Jarvis Landry.
Thurman.
Elijah Mitchell.
No problem. Tua.
Mari Cooper.
Cut me off here because I can't think of. I mean, there's more. There's more.
Johnson.
Eckler.
Eckler never got fucking hurt. He took a hard hit. He missed a series and came back in. Like
should
Rail
not
said in
have
the chat,
been
the guy doesn't give a fuck.
Oh, I got another one for you. Bradley Chubb. He's going to go out with surgery.
Von Miller. Von Miller's hurt.
Didn't know that.
Who else you got? Guel?
DeMarcus Lawrence.
Trevor Lawrence. Or, DeMarcus Lawrence. Sorry, I meant.
So many
Wrong Lawrence. What a mistake.
Mike Evans missed some
There was
plays.
another
Christian
quarterback.
McCaffrey missed some plays.
He had cramps. He had cramps. He
A
came
lot of
right
cramping. Cook got hurt. He hurt his ankles.
Oh, yeah, he has a sprained ankle.
Baker Mayfield popped his shoulder out.
Wentz sprained both of his ankles? How the fuck does that even...
What a bad juke. I'm like, I'm going to kill myself. Like,
how did that happen?
All right. Next story is taunting penalties. Were terrible.
Oh, wow.
There's probably nothing to say about the taunting. Bad story of the week. Tyler, I want to know what you think of Deshaun Watson. What is your gut feeling on the
taunting's a joke, by the way. Taunting needs to get fucking removed.
Deshaun, again, like from what folks in the industry are saying is Houston kind of, instead of the NFL having to put Deshaun on the exempt list by making him inactive, they're just kind of doing the favor for him. They're saying, we don't need to take this to you guys. We'll just take care of it. But the Houston lost Tyrod Taylor. Who's their backup? Some Mills guy.
Mills.
He came in and he actually looked pretty decent against the Browns.
I don't see Deshaun Watson playing. I drafted him hoping that maybe some of the trade rumors or whatever, maybe it would happen. It was late in the draft. If it did happen, that's QB1 upside. If it doesn't, whatever. I didn't like anyone else, So I don't think he's playing.
I have a sneaky suspicion we're going to be, week 5, and Chris Mortensen's going to break the story that he's being traded and he's going to play that week. And it's going to be
if he's traded, sure, yeah. I don't think the Texans are willing to try to game plan with him and then have the NFL say, whoa, like,
If he's allowed to play, the Dolphins should trade for him.
Yeah. Well, the day I drafted him, that was the report, and the Texans the whole time said the NFL hasn't said anything to us. So at this time, we're gonna have to act like he could play.
The owner wants him in Miami.
Yeah, fuck.
It's
everyone should want him
if allowed to play. I don't know if he's gonna be allowed to play. All right. Next, I got Aaron Jones's ashes. His dad's ashes around his neck was stolen.
He found him.
Found him. But today, at like 2:00 in the afternoon, they were still not found.
Wow.
He had, what was his quote? I'm sure when you guys saw it was like, my dad.
He said that if his dad wanted him to lose him anywhere, that'd be where he'd want to lose him.
Man.
That's good. 2 teams that have surprised everyone, the Panthers and the Raiders, both 2-0.
Raiders are the most, so Vegas, speaking Vegas odds, Raiders to win the division went from the least favorite, and now I can't remember what the odds were, but they're almost the favorites.
So they're in the Raiders-Broncos division, right?
The Chiefs.
Yeah.
Chiefs,
so I wish. Fuck, I'm on my phone.
Chargers.
I should have written. I didn't know we were going to talk about this. I would have written it down, but their line movement, according to Vegas, was like, are they the most surprising team of the year? And fuck yeah, absolutely are. The Raiders are playing offense really well.
Level?
Mike, I think, started their defense.
Another level.
Or talked about it, and they did really well.
How's it going, Mike?
Mike's dying over here, guys.
Unbelievably bad decision. I don't recommend anybody ever do that.
Thanks.
Again.
It's been great having you on the show.
We'll see if anybody makes it above sauce number 3. There's sauce 4 and there's sauce 5, but
you got the Scovilles?
What's that?
You got the Scoville ratings?
Oh yeah, I mean, no, I need to send some down to Texas and get it actually tested because the peppers I'm using it with is they're 1.7 million Scovilles, so they're high.
Yeah, I feel it. I feel it all.
Just for like correlation, a jalapeno pepper is 8,000.
You got to see. Last thing I had, Conor McGregor's pitch at the Cubs game today. Did anyone see that?
No. What the fuck?
No.
Damn, really?
He put it in
Spoiler.
It's basically in the bleachers. It was how bad it was. He threw it
He just said hitting home runs, huh?
so much worse than 50 Cent.
He's a left.
Great.
Really? It
Yes.
was worse than that.
You need to watch it.
I gotta watch that. Fuck.
Hey,
Next,
best. Speaking of first throwouts, George Bush after 9/11, best throwout ever in history.
I think you're probably right there. All right.
American,
Next up,
baby.
we got Trans Tyler, and this is last week review.
So we're doing last week's fab. So this is first time. I need feedback from you guys, especially how we could, if we need to speed it up. I'm gonna try to not make it too long. But when I was doing the notes, it was fucking hilarious to see what other people bid. But I went down the list of the first guys that ESPN had ranked as that one or whatever based on their fab amount. First off, Pierre added Mark Ingram for all $1,000 of fab. Mark Ingram. Trav had a bid in for 300. Gwill 34. Kiesler 25. Ingram had 14 points the first week and looked like
Not bad.
Texans starting running back. He had 5 points this week.
It was the carries he saw.
Pierre got $1,000 worth of 5 points this week.
Oh, I think he got 14 this week or last week.
Last week he got 14, and
okay.
he was picked up for 1,000. He only got 5 points this week after being picked up. All right, next, man, I kind of Gainwell, and I kind of like Gainwell now. I want to say after this last game, Miles Sanders like fucking not doing shit. Gainwell kind of looks like a sweet, zero running back candidate, 100%. But Trav ended up getting him for $701. Troy had an offer for $501. So you got people throwing out the $1 to try to beat out. Nato had $400.
I had an offer in originally for $450, and I upped it the last.
You would have lost to Trav.
I upped it at the last minute from $450 to $700 after our podcast, and I was like, "Yep, I'm due." I was drunk. I was going to bed. I was like, "I'm getting this motherfucker."
It was and it was funny because
didn't you already have him a couple times?
I did. Twice.
Well, yeah, and that's what's funny.
I got him for the third time.
Nato 400, Rail 400, and then Gwill offered 35. Gainwell got 7.2 points this week. I like Gainwell as if I'm in another league that's not as deep as ours. Like I want Gainwell on my roster. I can't believe he wasn't already rostered, but we're playing around with people here after week 1. We don't really still know a lot. Next big addition, Nato got Juwan Johnson, tight end for the Saints, for $300. He the next closest bid, and the only other bid, was $100 by Haynes. He got 3.3 points this week. Gwill
$100 a point.
Gwill went out and got Christian Kirk, the starting and secured slot receiver for the Cardinals. $278. Trav offered $224.
Ooh.
Trav right there. Haynes offered $100. He got 9 points this week, but he had 24 last week. We can talk about it more in depth, but Christian Kirk in that offense, when Kyler Murray's throwing 400 yards and he's got the slot rolled down, I mean that what you paid, and you can see Trav thought he was valuable as you did with that. Next, we'll move on to Teddy Bridgewater. Trav was the only one to offer for him, so Trav could have got him for $1, and he paid $226. He got 23 points from him. Bridgewater could end up being a guy that's Trav relies on. Maybe not every week, but he could have got him for $1. You never know. That's how that's how we're looking into this, is how aggressive is everyone else like behind you, and what could you have got him for, and how we learn from that going on into next season as well.
You never know.
So I went out and got Larry Roundtree for $225. This caused a little. Someone asked me in the league about Larry Roundtree. I wasn't going to say shit about him, and then all of a sudden it turned into roasting me about Larry Roundtree because I said, "Hey, week 1 he had as a rookie, he outsnapped Justin Jackson like 27-12 or something." Kind of got roasted, and for whatever reason, I explained, it was a risk, but
No, I posted the week 2 snaps, and Justin Jackson led the snaps.
yeah, he did, and he
that's
did this
why
week.
He did.
Yeah,
I said maybe
absolutely.
Justin Jackson was the guy to own. I didn't roast you. I just said maybe Justin Jackson was the guy to own.
No, it wasn't you. I can't remember. Someone else said I've never heard the name Roundtree.
Oh, it was Pat. It was Pat.
I was like, neither had I, but I just, whatever. But I thought it was funny because Trav had two $111 bids out for him. I think for two different players, probably. You had set it up, but two bids for Roundtree, $111. Rail 105. Will offered 78. Like we said, and honestly, fuck, you never know. You never know. I was kind of looking at Eckler's hamstring was bothering him. Who the fuck knows? But
He's got a concussion now.
Does he though?
He did. He shouldn't have played in that game.
So we'll end it. Pat got the Saints D for $100. Haynes got Zach Pascal for $100. And last but really not least at all, because we'll see what the fuck happens, but Kiesler went ahead and got Kerryon Johnson for only $30. And now he could be up for snaps in the Niners, depending on Mitchell's injury, depending on Trey Sermon's concussion. That $30 that he paid to get Kerryon Johnson, if he gets snaps in the Niners offense.
Trey Sermon's concussion, he's definitely going to be out,
And Hasty sprained, high ankle sprain.
I thought it was after this first week of doing Fab, thought it was fucking interesting as shit to see how aggressive we kind of were curious how aggressive people would be. The ones that even missed out, there were some aggressive plays, and then like I said, you have Kiesler at the bottom, $30 for Kerryon Johnson. That could end up being the best, depending on injuries. Maybe best value at least for how little he paid.
Hey, you keep your $30 for that fucker. I'll take the $700 and whatever for the other guy.
Gainwell, Gainwell, who you had twice
the week before. I'll take that.
But yeah, so that's it for the Fab first week of Fab. Let me know if we want to do something different, cut it short. I did think it was interesting diving deep into looking at how aggressive some people were throwing money around.
We'll probably dive into two of them next week. All right, Trav, fastest 2 minutes. How fast is it?
We're going to do those fastest 2 minutes, and I'll probably beat that 2 minute timer, just to be honest with you. But before that, we're going to ask Mike our last three questions I got on the board.
Oh, there you go.
The Wings obviously kicked your ass I'm
not a hot guy, but I got balls, and I'm stupid.
The strawberry raspberry.
Hot guys.
They really don't fuck around. These guys, you're a champion, though.
I watched NASCAR.
He killed it. He chugged all my almond milk, but that's okay. That's the price we pay.
Two glasses of almond
it's
milk,
well worth it.
3 beers down.
Do you believe in aliens?
Yeah. I believe aliens are already here. Have you seen that fish that has a light bulb in front of it? Dude, I had a slug the other day. I seen a slug up close. Aliens have been here.
They've been here.
Been here.
I think they live under us personally. So
I think we're the smartest, dumbest alien. Like we're like the cousins of the aliens we got dropped off. How do we have technology?
We could be a science experiment. Okay, all right. Moving on. Number 2 NFL team.
The number 2 NFL team.
Besides the Bears, who's your number 2 team?
Chiefs.
Wow. Who wins Sunday?
Oh, wait, my favorite?
Your favorite.
Oh, my bad. My favorite. My second favorite team is the Raiders. Third closet Seahawks fan.
Oh. Gross. Who wins Sunday? Browns or Bears? Justin Fields starting.
I don't think Justin Fields is going to start.
He will.
I pray to God he does. I gotta go with Bears by 1. Bears by 1.
All right, we're done with that. We're gonna start the fastest 2 minutes, and since we just ended on me and Mike, we might as well begin on me and Mike's matchup. Hop right into it. Mike,
hold up. Are we doing hot guys?
No, that's next.
No,
that's next.
Can you not interrupt? Thanks.
Fuck you, Tyler. Piece of shit. I was rolling.
Damn, rolling.
Hey, Mike, sure does seem like it's hurricane season in the Perch FL, don't it?
It does.
I was surprised Chubb only scored 16.8 points. The real guys that got me were Gronk, and he doubled Andrews. I don't know how Gronk doubles Mark Andrews, but that's all fucked up there. CMC, But the Chicago Bears defense won you this matchup. More importantly, Joe Burrow won him this matchup. That pick six, the 3 picks, they scored 20-some points, 21 points. You know what? Thanks, Burrow. 136, 126.
Can we talk about how I got them? Because I drafted the Bears defense, dropped them immediately after week 1. Waited until about 11 a.m. Sunday, picked them back up, put them back in my starting lineup. Got that reverse jinx tied forward. Thank you.
Hey,
got that reverse
good
jinx.
shit.
Got it. Killed
That
it.
shit don't work all the time.
If I did not start the Bears, I would have lost.
Wow. Next up, we had ourselves a fucking nail biter. I guarantee Pat Miller he has no nails today. I mean, it's a guarantee. Unfortunately, he didn't wake up with a W today either. The greatest show in Perch sure did, though. He performed up to the name. Kusho, Cup, and Jones. They went off for 41 points each. And pretty much murdered DeAndre Swift in the Monday night matchup. 144, 131. Our first stinker matchup, but it's not
the last.
The stinkiest matchup that we have. But Browntown is looking like a good team to have a record bet with. Kyler Murray scored 38 points. The rest of the team didn't do a goddamn thing. Oliver's heroes, Tyler, didn't do much either. But Mike Evans had a game after I talked shit about him last week, 25 points. T. Higgins had a little bit of a game, 16 points. Those really aren't much of a games, but they were enough to win this matchup. They clawed Tyler's kitty cat of a team to their first 2021 Perch FL victory, 92-86. Speaking of first 2021 Perch FL victories, JPP slapped me 3. This might be his only one. I don't know. Must have sold his soul to the devil because, boy, did his fish produce this week. I'll tell you what, both fishermen, they went out fishing. They took their boats out. Only one came home with their limit. Jared Rail came back to shore with his limit. Patrick Mahomes, 30 points. Both defenses scored 19 points. I thought that was odd. I thought it was strange. It's really high. They both scored 19. Eckler's brain absorbed a concussion. I mean, that's the only conclusion that Rail could come to, and he threw it out there, and he's probably right. That dude has a
Did you Trav, were you watching that? Did you watch that play live? Were you home yet?
No, I was not.
Oh, it was a fucking hell of a snag. He caught it like over his shoulder. It was beautiful catch. And who was Will, you know the defender, maybe if
what are you talking about?
Eckler.
Cowboys game where Austin Eckler got killed.
Eckler. He caught it. It was beautiful. And he fucking just ran right into the Cowboy, like head first. He got drilled. And Will says in the chat, he's done with concussion. I'm thinking so too. And in my head, I'm like, I'm not going to say anything, but I fucking hope this Roundtree guy comes in and shuts everyone the fuck up because I wasn't even talking him up. But, yeah, it was crazy. It was a great catch, hard hit. He came right back in.
All right, 155, 124 was enough. Moving on, JPP got the win there. Then there was the match of the week. Sweet Poontang and Cooking Hot Lockets put on a show. I should say LaShawn Jackson and Tyler Lockett put on a show once again. Both over 36 points. Rick had just one player break the 30 mark, and that was Henry Ruggs with his one long touchdown, who I did tell Rick on the way of the game to start. Take credit for that one. Unlike, like some of his other league mates, he might have blamed the loss on me because I told him to put the Browns defense in over the New England defense. I didn't see the possibility of him winning this matchup when I went back to look at the scores. Then again, I didn't look at it very long. Then again, I'm not very good at math. Then again, I don't care that much. A loss
True,
against a man that I have $100 against for his record, I really don't care.
Why are you listening?
Anyways.
Why are you listening? Come on, man.
Some said after week 1, 0 RB draft teams were immortal. Well, this week's Toilet Bowl matchup, Squad Day Cool Cat showed the chink in the Giants' armor. Well, both teams scored a historic 2021 lows. Dear God, Dak and fucking M. Jones, what's his name again? Mac Jones, didn't even score a combined 10 points together in this matchup.
Miles Sanders.
Hey, guess what? And Najee Harris had another 38-yard game, Keesler. He's doing so great. So great. Would rather have him in my lineup than nobody, a.k.a. J.K. Dobbins, a.k.a. I'd rather put someone else in my fucking lineup. He got a lucky touchdown, though, so he scored his first NFL touchdown, but it wasn't enough firepower to take down the fire-breathing zero RB Drake. 87-85, closest matchup of the week.
Can I toss something in real fast about Gwill's team? Zero running back Gwill. I looked at your team, and as Trav pretty much nailed everything. But do you think it's going to be hard to figure out who to start as your running backs progress? Because you could have started I think it was.
Oh.
You could have started both guys, right? They still would have done well, both Connor and Edmonds.
We froze for a second there. Are you back? We back?
We are Ben. We've been here. Where have you been?
Maybe I was.
Will. So I just real quick. Your zero running back strategy. You're kind of going to run into like who to start per week. You did notice that you had a couple guys that it's going to be tough. So
I think Edmonds still looks fast. Fournette is the one that.
Edmonds looks fast. That's when you know you're in trouble, when you says someone looks fast.
Fast. But my point was like for Gwill, for Gwill, your zero running back approach and having to pick matchups every week. This is where I think hero running back strategy might come in. You have the one guy you always start, and you have to choose between four guys. It looks like every week.
Yeah. I mean, Edmonds, the 20th ranked running back. That's not bad for not picking a running back till like.
Not at all.
Not bad.
All right. Keep it up. You done? Fastest? Was that the fastest 2 minutes? Seemed a little long.
I'm sorry. I'm not done because I keep getting fucking interrupted, Gwill. Last but not least, Nemo Hose tried to take it to the upcoming Perch FL Master, the men who stare at goats. The Russell DK stack came up a little bit short this week due to fucking Derrick Henry coming through in clutch with a 50-burger for Nato. I told Nato before this matchup to trade Chubb to Derrick Henry because I thought Chubb would have a better game. I mean, I thought Chubb was tearing up more than Derrick Henry. Turns out I would have fucked myself even more if he would have done that trade, which is fine. Nato ended up looking like the smart guy. Scary Terry already had Renato's dick 2 inches bigger since Thursday night. Ever since he put up 30 points on Thursday night, his dick has been swinging around like it's going to knock a bunch of shit over. Thursday night, Tom Brady, Brandon Cooks, also with a respectable 20-point game. Renato lights the league on fire with this week's highest score. Big Dick Man, who stares at goats, stole Kier's hose, 173-132. That's all I got, boys.
Okay. You are
2 minutes.
Fastest 2 minutes in sports.
Trav, I do apologize.
3:33.
Trav, I apologize for the 2 times I had butted in there, but I there were some good things I wanted to add. Sorry. Just a couple.
If I don't have the boomer music playing where it's like, where I gotta like we're good. So we're
all right. Trav, you went. Wait, let's get to him last. Gwill in the computer was 6-1. Tyler was 5-2. Trav 2-5 last week.
So you say Gwill in the computer, as in like you take all the picks that the computer's gonna give you?
Yes.
Wow,
it's computer picks. They're just computer picks.
I'm sorry. What did I
Will's
go?
picks are computer picks.
That's
all I heard. Will's picks, computer picks.
2-5.
Well, that computer's gonna need that advantage.
All season.
Tyler leads now 8-6, tied with the computer. Trav 6-8. Goes from first to last in 1 week. Beat down of the week is 2-0.
It's a season-long game, baby.
Season long. All right. Before we get to this week's predictions, we have everyone's new favorite segment, the Hot Guys. Tyler?
Hold on. It got really hot in here. It's kind of funny because last week when Will threw this out at me, I'm like, hey, we have deep benches. Like, I don't think there's going to be much to talk about. And there might not always be. But we got some pretty hot fucking guys out there that could be owned.
Bring it.
And we're going to talk about it.
All right.
Hot guy number 1, Michael Pittman.
Michael, that's right.
For obvious reasons, he had I didn't write his points down, but he had 12 targets, 8 catches, 123 yards. I think it was like 25
25 points. 24.
So people have owned him in our league and dropped him. There's no Paris Campbell this week, so that could have been part of it, but we don't know what's happening with Carson Wentz. But if you look at who's available, he's hotter than hot for what our league situation is in. Next, we go to, I think Troy mentioned this. He was right. Danny Dimes is fucking hot right now. He's QB 11 after 2 weeks. He fucking, God, I wish I would have wrote his first game down, but he had 18 points week 1, 24 points week 2. I don't have the numbers.
On the ground, he runs a lot.
He gets Atlanta next week, though.
He's athletic.
So not only has he put up a couple good weeks, but he gets Atlanta next week. And like I said, he's QB 11, and he's not owned in our league. There's teams with 2 QBs that probably don't have one in the top 11. I sure don't.
Okay. Michael Pittman, 1 to 10, how hot is he?
He's worth $43.
How hot? 1 to 10. Is he a 7? Is he an 8? Is he a 9?
7.5. I got to think about how I'm going to do this. This is going to be based on who's available. This is going to be based on who's available, and this week how much how hot they are this week because of
Yeah, you got to have the relationship.
But I got to figure out a score scale, to keep it.
Danny Dimes, 1 to 10.
10.
I'm going 8.6.
Ooh, he's even hotter.
No, his past 2 performances in Atlanta this week. QB 11.
That is hot. You got any more hot guys, Tyler?
Quez Watkins from the Eagles. So this guy is boom or bust. He had 2 receptions for 17 yards, getting him, or 117 yards, getting him 20 points. He only has 5 targets through 2 weeks, but again, like
that home run,
guys.
That home run chuck.
He had a 91-yard reception.
Yeah.
Did they score on that drive though?
I couldn't tell you.
They got 0 points from that drive.
So
Eagles.
his Quez, we're gonna give him like, what did I give Pittman? What did I give Pittman?
7.5.
6.7.
6.7. We're getting.
He's that Van Jefferson.
So
he's the deep ball?
So Michael Pittman, 7.5. I feel like it's pretty high for him considering the injuries to Wentz and knowing that
Paris Campbell though.
They have nothing.
He did well because of no Paris Campbell. It's hard to ignore fucking getting the bonus, but he had 12 targets. And I think those double-digit targets make him still,
Right, but that was Carson Wentz that gave him all those targets before he got.
That's fair. Yeah, for sure.
Somebody's still going to give.
That's why I'm going to go with the 5.5.
Another guy, I kind of like this guy. I didn't do this in any. Kind of did it in order, but after it was done, I was like, this guy's pretty scorching. KJ Osborne.
Yeah, what is that guy? He's getting targeted out the ass.
He had 7 receptions, 76 yards on 9 targets for 14 points week 1. And then this last week, 5 receptions, 91 yards, a touchdown on 6 targets. So he had less targets. He did more. He got the touchdown. He had 23 points.
Can I just say that this was the only ESPN note that I've ever liked this season, and it was he does good work with Justin Jefferson and Adam Thielen being on his team. He gets open.
Yeah.
They throw
so
it to him.
I'm giving KJ Osborne an 8.1 right now.
Ooh.
He's pretty hot.
I
think that they won't mind letting this guy produce if he's going to be open because their other 2 guys are so covered.
The other 2 guys produce as well. Vikings are hot.
Justin Jefferson has not produced to my standards so far this year.
No, not compared to last year. Not compared at all.
I want that 160-yard game, bitch. Let's go.
Last one is Quintez Cephas from the Lions. He had 3 receptions, 12 yards, and a TD on 7 targets week 1. We saw him last night with our own eyes. He scored that first touchdown, I think, right? When they marched down the field, Cephas. But 4 receptions, 63 yards, and a TD, right? Yeah, on 7 targets.
I mean, but wasn't Tyrell Williams out though this game?
Yep.
He's coming back next week.
I did not look at that. That could be a good call. I did not know. So, but I did not have.
Tyrell Williams supposed to come back next week, so I don't know.
I had Cephas as one of the least hottest of our hot guys.
He's like a butterface, the body.
Yeah, he's like low 6s. He's like a 6.2 for hot.
You'd bang it, but it's
Yeah, I mean,
Can I add another hot guy?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead. That's my list. You go ahead.
I got one more bonus ball. I don't even know his first name. Braxton, maybe Berrios from.
Oh, the Jets receiver.
Jets.
Yeah, he's sweet.
Yeah, he's worth putting more than $1, so Mike can't get him.
Hey. Time out. Real quick. Time out. Let me have a little. Yeah.
So wait, no, he's gotten good targets, decent amount of targets first couple games. He also returns kicks and punts. I noticed that. 2.3, 3.7, 4.6 amount of points that get added on.
When you make the point system, yeah, you notice it.
Yeah.
The second hottest waiver pickup this week is the Panthers defense. They are for real. They just shut down Alvin Kamara and the Saints, and they are the number 1 defense. It is Pittman and then Panthers D and then whoever the fuck. Speaking of whoever the fuck, you guys didn't pick up Jared Goff and that rookie receiver on like the next day after spending $1,000 on the real number 1 waiver pickup of the whole year, Tyson. Tyson was the waiver pickup of the year, and I spent $1,000 on him. And I gave him for Chubb, baby. Mike's Chubb.
Worth every penny on that one.
All right. Should we hit that?
If we're going to go by rankings, Will, you said you're impressive with your 20 rank at Chase Edmonds. Tyson's ranked like 12 or 15.
Oh, he's impressive. I start him in a 10-man league. I start him in KFL every week.
Is he worth Chubb? Is he worth Chubb, Trav?
No, but he will produce against Detroit this week. I can promise you that.
Who does Chubb play? Oh, the Bears. Got to sit him. He's a
Gotta
must.
sit him. I'll
play Hunt though with Landry out. All those short intermediate routes. Hunt might be playing as wide receiver. He's lined up plenty of times out wide, so we'll see.
We'll see. And, okay, we got to get to the week predictions.
Quick bets, season-long bets. Will
go ahead.
So Trav, I'll make it quick. Trav has 3 bets with me, Rick, Nato. They're all tied 1-1. I did not hear back from Rail. I thought he did a bet, but Kier and Kiesler have a bet for most points at the end of the league, and Kier has 273, Kiesler 231.
There you go. And me and Haynes, I'm obviously 2-0. He is 0-2.
Okay, I need to add that.
Most importantly, Zach Kiesler has not picked up a quarterback not named Mac Jones yet.
He might have to trade for one.
I think he's a loser here.
I've offered him Bridgewater. I've offered him Thielen. He just wants to boil and burn with Mac Jones.
As the champ has the right to do. He doesn't even have to play this year. Won last year. So, all right. Predictions.
Fair enough.
Trav, Kier. Trav, who you got?
I was going to take Kier, but I'm too biased. I'm going to take myself.
Okay. Tyler.
I got Kier to get a win. He's fucking due. Here's due. Come on, man. The guy's putting up fucking points.
That Russell Wilson, I'm unfortunately
he's got James White.
Hey, everyone shut up. I'm going to be the Russell Wilson DK Metcalf murder victim. Like, they're just going to murder my team. I guarantee you Russell Wilson and DK Metcalf score over 80 points combined. Guaranteed.
Trav changes his vote, and I also vote for Nemo Host.
No, I'm sticking with myself, though. Fuck that. Let's roll. I ride and I die.
You do die.
I got 9 lives and I'm running out.
Computer likes Kier 56% of the time. Next up, Couchot versus Haynes.
Can't wait to
Couchot easy.
Couchot, Haynes. Where's Penn at?
Next. Here's a
No, I don't need that.
I'm gonna say Haynes gets his first win. I'm gonna say Kyler throws for 500 fucking yards. Jonathan Taylor bounce back.
I like that.
Oh yeah, you know what? I'm going with. You went with Haynes. All right, I'm gonna go with Couchot then.
I think Kyler's got a big week ahead of him.
He has a big week every week.
Yeah, he's been hot. Computer simulation likes Couchot 74% of the time. All right, we got Pat versus Rail.
Let's see here. This is gonna come as a shocker, but I got the Findlay football team in the upset against JPP, the very living high.
They are their projections are 0.1 difference, so this is an even as fuck matchup as it comes.
In my mind, he was
I'm gonna go Pat. I'll go Pat.
Mike?
Rail.
Wait, I said Pat over JPP.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm going JP. P.
Computer likes Pat 65% of the time.
Ooh.
Closest game of the week for my system, Ferg versus Kiesler.
Ferg
over Kiesler.
Tyler?
Unless Kiesler trades me for a quarterback.
I'm gonna go Kiesler. Gets his first win. Ferg still waits. Najee Harris, I think you saw a big leap from his performance in week 1, week 2. I think Najee is. I think we're starting to see sky could be the limit because
you saw
of his
a big leap
because
from
of his usage.
30 yards to 30 yards.
He is a workhorse.
He got 20 points basically last week.
They're only running back. It seems like he's the only running back.
They play the Bengals. I mean,
they're a passing team.
Right, but Zach, I mean, are you really buying into this?
And Rondell Moore could have a fucking even bigger game. He's, I'm rolling with Kiesler on that.
Najee Harris, though. That offensive line, man, it doesn't matter how good of a running back you are. We're getting hit 5 yards in the backfield.
Well, he scored off a short pass out of the backfield. That
I know, it was a receiving touchdown.
Yeah. Shit, Kiesler will take that shit all day.
And
but he's 30 fucking yards on the ground again, 2 weeks in a row.
A left pec injury, so Ben might not even play. So
left pec. You know what Baker Mayfield would say when he got a left pec injury? He said, "Well, Mama gave me a right pec."
He's lucky his shoulder fell out on his non-throwing.
Get the fuck out of here, that
fuck you, left pec.
Tyler, you took Kiesler. Computer simulation has it 50%. Kiesler 0.2 difference in projection, 0.2. Wow. So going with Kiesler. Tyler versus Troy.
Troy.
I got cooking hot nuggets over
Troy.
Tyler, we got $100 bet too, right? Troy. Tyler, we have $100 bet too, right?
Yeah, I already said that for our season long. Yeah, we're tied.
Because I'm liking my odds this week.
So everyone's on Troy. This is actually the beatdown of the week. 82% Troy. All right, next up, I assume game of the week. Will
absolutely 100%.
2-0.
Game of the fucking week. Finally, matchup Hurricane Neo, the 2-0. Versus 2-0 Gwill. Yep. I don't have who wins, but I said go Gwill. So I'm going to say Gwill.
Tyler.
I'm fucking torn because, CMC can do his thing, and that's going to kill you if CMC does his thing, but you're waiting on a breakout game from Stephon Diggs, truly. He hasn't, been the Diggs of last year.
No, he hasn't.
Allen.
I got to go Mike. I got to go Mike because Josh Allen is going to – yeah, I'm going Mike. I like the matchups. I like his running backs.
Mike.
I gotta go, Mike. I mean, I'm projected 130, 8.1, the second most highest projection. Will's Will's projected 133.7, the third highest most projected. So, I mean, clearly this is game of the week. It could go either way, and we're not going to know anything until after Monday Night Football, Dak and Amari, and it's over. So, yeah.
Down 50 and still have a chance.
Yep,
All right. Computer likes Mike 56% of the time. Trav, you're the only one.
That's what ESPN's at.
Fuck yeah.
Rick versus Nato. Last one.
Yep. I've got
Nato.
Sweet Poontang over Nato. I've got Rick brings Nato back to earth after he rolls around in the winning clouds for a game.
I'll go with Rick.
By the way, the winning clouds do feel good.
All right.
Computer and Mike go Nato.
Predictions of the week. Bears versus Browns.
Wait, what computer
Browns.
goes on Nada?
Browns.
Oh, yeah,
Miles Garrett finally has his fucking day. Gets Justin Fields.
Time Nato.
And I went Nada as well, so I got a better record than these guys next week.
No, he will not.
And the Bears are beating the Browns. The Bears are beating the Browns.
You guys
not
are
happening,
we're
but
coming in your house.
Not
we're coming in your house and we're beating your ass like me beating Trev's ass in arm wrestling all fucking day.
Mike's about to find out
easy
what
money.
coming to Cleveland
Wayne's
sounds
not even
like. He's not even. Yeah, that's
I've
what
never
he.
even-
That's
I've never
like
been
you
to
guys
Cleveland.
see him
Hey.
in the
Been to
corner.
Cleveland.
He's such a Chicago guy. He can only
Chicago!
handle a hot dog and ketchup. He can't
Dude,
handle
I
a buffalo
am-
wing.
what?
Buffalo sauce.
Hey, what are we setting the odds at that Mike gets in a fight in the Muni lot?
What are we setting the odds at that Mike and Rick are friends after the game?
Oh. I never even thought of that.
Who's all going?
So me, Mike, Rick, Donna,
Watch.
Alicia, Amber,
Renato.
Jenna, Renato, we're all going.
Wow,
Jenna.
big group.
Bears fan. Bears
Yep.
will be in there.
Bears gonna be in the house.
They're gonna be
but
in the
guess
house.
what? They're gonna be way they're gonna be way quiet.
If Chubbs
Guaranteed.
are rolling, if the trains are fucking rolling, it's a problem. Other than that, I ain't scared of nobody on that Browns team. Period.
Kareem Hunt's gonna have a big
Period.
day. Shocker.
Very good. Sponsors.
Sponsors. Shit, I gotta go get mine. Hold on.
Sponsors are
McDonald's. They fucking always got me my back. We got those kiosks.
you got
now.
mass
So
safety.
you go to
first,
McDonald's
mass-
and you go inside and you fucking order off the kiosk. That shit's done so quick. Thank you, McDonald's.
Yeah.
Almond milk. Almond milk saves lives. Saves. Almond milk. I recommend it 8 out of 8 on the Hurricane Hessen rating scale. This vanilla flavored almond milk.
8 out of 8.
8 out of 8.
Hey, my sponsor is Pure Z's. They make them for kids. It's like an immune plus like little bit of melatonin. I think there's 0.5 milligrams of melatonin in it. I actually take one of these before I pass out every night. Yo, I sleep like a fucking rock. But it takes 0.5 melatonin apparently to kick my fucking ass. Or whatever
Don't be
else
taking
they
that
put in this
melatonin
stuff.
every day, bud.
It's great, man. It's fantastic. And
Look
you know
like-
what? When I want to make sure Oliver's going to bed at 7:30, I throw him one of those at about 6:30, and they work great on him too.
Is it just for like when they're sick, or is it?
It's more of when they can't sleep, like when Oliver's sick. Yeah, you give it to him for that, but no, we don't give it to him on a regular basis. If he wants one or he asks for one, we'll give him like a half of one.
I wouldn't say that on camera. That I give him to on a regular basis. But nigga eats 2 a day.
No, he's got hand, foot, mouth again, so we're
Oh,
good.
Invite Mike over for hand, foot, and mouth fucking disease.
Hey, it's all about content, Mike.
Safety first. Safety
Um,
first.
Hey guys, while
Hey,
I
that
have
draft
you
wasn't
here,
getting canceled, boys. I'm sorry. I couldn't
can
do it.
I?
We got
May I
tickets.
please share one of my favorite stat tweets of the week?
What?
Glill, it has to do with a little bit of Tony Pollard, Zeke, Scott Barrett, one of my favorite guys.
Scott Barrett.
He
Yep.
tweeted, since 2019, running back leaders in yards after contact per rush. Number 1, Derrick Henry. Number 2, Tony Pollard. Number 3, Nick Chubb. Number 20, Zeke. Missed tackles forced per rush. Nick Chubb, number 1. Tony Pollard, number 2. Zeke, 32. Yards after catch per reception. Number 1, Dalvin Cook. Number 2, Austin Eckler. Number 3, Tony Pollard. 29, Zeke.
Hey, Tyler, can I cut you off right there? Because Will didn't take the Chubb versus Zeke bet this year, and that's when I knew that Will knew the wheels were off.
Yeah, hey, Will knew.
I also passed on him at 10. I passed on him at 10.
All the
so
props
happy about
on
it,
this
too.
go to
so
Will.
Happy so far.
Will killed it on knowing that. Tony Pollard, in our dynasty league, in Will, the Perth, I drafted Tony Pollard in every fucking league that his rookie year. It was when Zeke wasn't having that contract. But a couple years later, look at this guy. Like, running backs don't fucking matter.
Zeke is still very valuable to the team. He's the best blocking running back in the league.
Yes,
absolutely. My take on Tony Pollard.
Yeah.
1, ain't nobody looking at him. So when he gets the ball, he gets like 3 steps on. Oh, shit, he has the ball. 2, hunger.
Yeah.
Zeke ain't hungry. That dude eating like crazy.
Bad.
This boy ain't eating. His whole family ain't on.
Yeah.
Everybody ain't on this shit. He is getting them yards, period.
You're right.
He's about to get paid.
Wants it more.
Wants it more. It's hunger. It's hunger.
They're looking at him now. It's one of those, the Saints when they had Kamara and Ingram. It's one of those backfields. Both
Calling
can be.
it right now, Zeke Elliott will not be a Cowboy next year. You guys cut him off, kill the money, pay whatever it is.
It's too much dead money.
Will, do you think this will be Tony Pollard's best fantasy game of the year last week? Could be. It could be.
No, but I think Michael Pittman just saw his.
Okay.
Very well.
Mike, your top 8 teams. We're at an hour and 6 minutes. Top 8 teams.
Top 8. I got Troy, myself, Will, Couchot, Nato, Rail, Rhino, and Cool Cat coming in at 8.
0-2.
Last, Haynes.
Okay.
Tampa, Chiefs. I got the Rams, 3rd best team. Rams. Bills, Cards, Browns, Ravens, 49ers. They beat the Super Bowl champs, the Eagles. So they got to be good. They got to be good.
Comment of the week. I got Pat Miller. He corrected my grammar in saying TikTok. And I mean, this fucking guy, Pat Miller, I swear to God.
He's the worst.
Keeps it up.
Can't catch.
He assumed I thought a fucking NFL season was only 9 games like the other night. I'm like, the fuck, man?
You had Pat Miller
I'm done
during
I did.
You had the disease.
I was exhausted. I probably gave Pat a high five, and then I got all of his butter on
You caught it. And then he scored twice, and you started dropping shit.
So
Pat, a.k.a. the worst.
I had a couple
3 times.
Scored 3. Comment of the weeks wrote down. One of them was Rail, and he said that Austin Eckler's brain absorbed his concussion.
Yeah, that
was pretty funny. And I had one more, but I forgot it, and I can't find my notes. So.
Trav, anything about the scoring system you want to discuss right now and let the league know?
Yeah, I am so pissed off that if you score 300 yards passing, so is this going to work out as like rushing and receiving as well? If they score 200, that they're only going to get the 5 points instead of 10?
Right.
Because if that's the case, I suggest that we vote on, and I think we should do it. We should either decide on 8 points or 10 points for the 200-yard bonus. Yep. And we should make it because you should get awarded for hitting that 200 yards or hitting the 500 or 400 yards, passing.
Or 200 yards receiving.
What you're saying is you thought it was a cumulative, like they get another 5.
Yeah, absolutely.
Clearly the case. Clearly the case that there's no way that he thought that you wouldn't get 10 points on it. There's no possible way that was the scenario. And ESPN kind of fuck that up.
So
ESPN, that's a big flaw.
That's the big thing. We need to make sure no
So
matchups.
real quick,
It would.
like
Well,
I was
It
watching.
clearly would.
But no,
It
it
clearly
might
would.
affect
It
some.
clearly would. It might.
If we
It might
need to
affect
do it,
them.
if we need to do it,
all
we need-
around.
if we need to do it,
Listen.
we need to do it
Today,
now, though.
it doesn't.
Low key,
Listen,
it might affect all of them.
Mike, but
Yeah.
hey, I'm the one who fucking brought it up. I was watching the game. Kyler Murray. I was like looking at my game, seeing. I thought Haynes was gonna beat me with Kyler.
That's
But
so
at
gay.
one point,
I don't
Kyler
get it.
Murray
I mean,
had
that's so lame. I don't know why they would do that.
he had 40 points at one time. Kyler did, and then he got 400 yards. He was at 40 points, and then all of a sudden he went down to 37. And I just in my head, I'm like, it won't change the outcome, I don't think. But I posted it, and it was like a whole I was like, man, I see it.
So yeah,
all
I
the
pretty
time
much
on these
fucked
scores.
up,
Like,
And it was close enough,
we
though.
we should have kept it at 10 points for the bonus for hitting that.
Real quick,
Just because
Ford.
that gives you the extra 5 that we wanted to give you. That's just the only way to do it. You make it 10, and that's the way that we planned on it working. ESPN dropped the ball with this. I don't even think sleeper works like that. I really don't.
Can we
That's
hear?
plus
Can we hear
one
what
sleeper,
Ford has to
minus
say?
1 ESPN.
This would affect Ford in a loss. So if
No,
Ford
would.
says yes, change it. Then,
It doesn't.
then
it
we
wouldn't
can
affect
change
me.
it.
It
still
doesn't
wouldn't
affect
me.
it. It's
Yes, it
Ford.
would.
Ford won
How
by
much
more than
is-
5 points.
Did
You
he
want-
end up?
It would only been five more.
I think
We'd
it-
have to look up.
I
Does it
think-
affect anybody else's win loss?
I think it's only Dak and whoever Rail had are the only two people that have had.
It wouldn't have fucked with me. Which
There's no-
after I brought it up, I was like, oh, let's.
It
just
did.
forget
It
about
did for a
this, guys.
second.
So
in there,
if
though,
we're gonna change
during
this, we're gonna change this now. I'm gonna change this before the games kick off this
have to
week.
do it. Yeah, you have to
We're
do it.
gonna go to 10 points to that, so you get the extra 5 points for hitting the bonus, like we've already said. Now, obviously, with that, are you gonna get the 5 and then the 10, or do you just get the 10?
No,
You
it's
get both.
no, you don't get both.
Right.
They erased the 300.
ESPN doesn't know
They
what they're
erased.
fucking
So they
doing.
erased
I
the
feel like.
300.
Yes, and you only
Okay.
get the 400
Are we
points.
sure next week they're gonna erase it?
They did.
ESPN
They-
sucks.
Act-
ESPN is like good for its
Fun.
blockness, but it just sucks. I mean, it does.
So we're all in agreement.
Well,
I think-
4 of us are. That's
Well,
not.
we have a
I think we're all in
commissioner.
agreement.
We have a commissioner for.
I mean,
Yeah,
I
and
brought it up, and it was
change
my
it. I'll
fucking
change it
matchup.
because,
Like,
listen, I didn't intend to change it to not award an extra 5 points when you hit 400 yards or 200 yards.
It's what
You're
I brought
supposed to
up
get that
last
extra 5
I put
points.
this up last week, and
Well, why don't we know this fucking? I don't.
I mean,
I'm
you,
sorry.
You,
I'm
clear,
sorry.
you
Some
clearly
scoring-
were saying.
Some scoring errors. It's not the first, not the second, it's the third scoring error, and I feel like a fucking idiot. But we're gonna get it fixed, and we're gonna get it done right.
yeah, you have to do it before this week because I don't
yeah.
think it's just gonna
Hey,
be yet.
and Trev, like I said, I brought this one up. I appreciate that this one and the last one. You didn't see it as like an attack, like the league was attacking you.
No,
I know
it's a
sometimes
fuck.
you think like we're being like, but it's just
I'm a
going
man
in
of
and looking
reason.
at it like what's right and what did we mean to do and what didn't happen because
Right,
So I
exactly.
appreciate you, dude.
All
I'm
right.
a man of reason, man.
Killing
I
it.
mean,
Getting close to
Thank
the
you.
longest
Thank you, sir.
episode ever. Trav, end it.
all right, this is it. We're going to Cleveland, and we're watching the W. And this boy's gonna sack Justin Fields 3 fucking times. Tyler's eating a McChicken. I'm your commissioner. Thank you, Mike, for coming to my house, eating a bunch of fucking hot wings that he is gonna regret tomorrow. It's gonna be spicy the same way it went down, the same way it's going out. And Gwill, our host with the most, once again bringing it all to the dome. Sorry for the long episode. If you hung around, thank you. We will see you next time on the Perch Prime.